Wes, we are seeing a very interesting moment in the Iran negotiations. Russia being the lead go-between between the U.S. and Iran, but Iran not budging on taking vengeance for the killing of Soleimani, the former head of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard.
Yeah, even though apparently the Biden administration has secretly offered to lift some sanctions in exchange for taking that vendetta off. Whether or not that's true is hard to say, but Iran says it's true, and they are refusing to budge on taking revenge over Soleimani's death. Truth is stranger than fiction, Jordan, and sometimes it's more frightening. There are several facts concerning Iran that just simply cannot be denied, and the danger cannot be overstated. For example, Iran was cheating on the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal, even when it was in full force. When the United States withdrew, they went Mach 3 on cheating on it. For example, they are now almost at weapons-grade enrichment of uranium. The original JCPOA, which technically they're still bound under, limited their enrichment of uranium to 3.67%. They are at 60% now. By their own declaration, 90% is weapons grade. They have ballistic missiles with which to launch weapons. They are certainly doing more research and development in that area, even though that violates United Nations restrictions. Residual nuclear material was found during the JCPOA at an undisclosed site in Iran. The Mossad, Israel's intelligence service, in 2018 discovered that Iran had a robust nuclear weapons program for years, even while they were denying that they would ever do such a thing. And under the JCPOA, which we're trying to re-enter with them, there is still a prohibition so that under it, we cannot inspect any Iranian military site. None. Can't go to a military site, which of course would be the probable place where they would hide their research and development. Russia, as you mentioned, is the main arbitrator, the go-between between us and Iran on this deal. The world's leading state sponsor of terror is working with a country that is inflicting terror on Ukraine and killing tens of thousands of civilians. That's who we're working with. I mean, this sounds crazy, and the reason it sounds crazy is because it is. I think what Iran is doing in Vienna, because the talks keep stalling, is that they are trying to buy time. They know that they are close to having a nuclear weapon. They believe that the Biden administration at some point is going to lift some of the sanctions, if not all of them, and they are buying time. And the threat of a nuclear-armed Iran is not something that just the United States and Israel worries about. All of our Arab Gulf allies, the Arab Gulf states, those nations also worry about a nuclear-armed Iran because Iran is their declared enemy as well.